Angela.
I'm Christine.
And welcome to Haircolor Confessional. Today we'll be talking about our trip to Chicago and staying with Christine's family. We had a great time.
I know. We had so much fun, and we left on a Saturday, and we started off at the TMP station in Fort Worth.
Yes.
And we got there around 5:30.
We rode the train, yes.
Yeah, we got there at 5:30. It was about $2.50. It was an hour duration all the way from the TMP station to Terminal B at DFW. And I'll tell you what, that was the easiest, quickest, ride possible. It was the quietest ride because we were really tired.
It was quiet, yeah.
But once we got to O'Hare, my dad picked us up, and then we went to the train station, picked up our tickets, and had a little breakfast with family, and then came back. And we were all ready for our journey. We couldn't wait to get to the Dumplings Festival.
Well, we had a really nice breakfast with her family.
Yes.
And her stepmom just did it up because she hadn't seen her family in a while, and so they all wanted to come over and see her.
Yeah.
And so we had a great breakfast. It was really
I got to see
good.
my uncle and my cousins. And
And so we had stopped by the train station, like she said, on the way back to their house to get tickets for the rest of the day because we were going to ride the train into town to the Dumpling Festival.
Now, let me tell you, so suburbians take their car downtown. They don't take a train. They are suburbians. They take their car and they park and they pay their $50 to $75 to park downtown, and then they're done and they go home.
So her cousin and her parents are suburbians.
Yes.
That's what she's saying.
Yes, because I thought, okay, well, that'll be easy. My stepmom and my dad, they had a neighborhood festival going on, and so my cousin, she was gracious enough to come with us and have our adventure together.
Hi, Kim.
She was so great. She was great. She gave us so much education along the way that I had learned about subways.
She was a really good tour guide.
And the L.
Yeah, she's a really good tour guide.
The L goes around Chicago downtown. And so she was definitely beneficial.
And she was very gracious for putting up with me.
We had so much fun. So the three of us left and we went downtown and we were headed. We had the address on the phone, and at this point, if you know anything about Angela and I, we love to travel, but sometimes I lose Angela along the way. So I made sure that I put her location on. I gave it to my stepmom. I had given her the phone numbers to my dad and stepmom and vice versa. So I'm not going to lose Angela. Angela is going to be here right beside me 24/7, right?
Okay, so we're heading to the Dumpling Festival, and we do get lost. And so we're just kind of looking around to see what's going on. We're walking down the street, and we happen to see this Prohibition THC Cafe.
Yeah, we do like events and stuff too. Now we're open really late.
Now, did you know that Illinois is legal?
Yeah, it's legal to have THC and marijuana there. So we decided to take a little tour inside and see what's going on in here.
And of course, our eyes are huge. They just literally, it was Rice Krispie treats and lollipops.
Oh, cookies
and
Slurpees. Oh my gosh, so we got samples of the Slurpee, and apparently it was pretty strong because we started walking to the Dumpling Festival and
we got lost.
First of
all, we got lost because the address that was on the app, I looked at the first address and not the second address. Now, mind you, my stepmom had given me the app. I had shown it to my dad. I had shown it to my cousin Kim. I had shown it to Angela, and I had looked at it myself. But I wasn't aware that there was multiple addresses when you scroll down the app, and that's where it went wrong.
Yeah, but we stopped. Okay, so did we stop at the rooftop bar before we got to the Dumpling Festival?
So it gets a little blurry because Angela had a little too much Slurpee. And at this point, I was
I drank that whole thing because it was good. It was strawberry. It was cherry coconut, and
It was. I had a
it was
sip.
so good.
And I wasn't even about to take the sucker because I was like, you know, after what she's doing, I was like, yeah, I better be the sober one. So we end up backtracking to the L. And I know. Then we get on the subway, and then we end up at the location where it's a cute little neighborhood in Chicago, and we get there and we're looking around, and I'm like, is this it? Now, in the Fort Worth area, we're so used to these big, gigantic events that take place.
If there's a dumpling festival or any sort of festival in Fort Worth, it's huge.
We assumed it would be huge.
Yeah.
But it was a neighborhood festival, and there was a love festival first that you had to walk through, and then you had the dumpling festival, and it was a unique experience, let me tell you. We spent $50 on tickets, and we got in line, and my cousin went to go get waters, and we stood in line, and Angela's having a good time.
I was having a great time.
She was not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world. I remember the dumplings were really good too, though, but we only got two different kinds.
We stood in line, and I had overheard that it was an hour and a half duration in line, and it was the Rainbow Thailand restaurant. And as soon as Kim had come back with the waters, I said, there's no way I'm standing in this line for an hour and a half. So we ended up going to another booth that had dumplings, and we were looking at all the different kinds of dumplings. Well, when we got there, they were sold out of you can only get fried and the steamed, and they were out of a bag, so they probably were from Costco or Sam's. But at this point, I don't care because we're at a dumpling festival, and by golly, I better eat dumplings.
We're like, let's get whatever you have, just give us some.
We did get pierogies as well, and they were really good. They were like potato and cheese.
Yeah.
So we sat down and cheers to our dumplings, and it was like, okay, let's get out of here. So the next adventure, we did go onto the L to Michigan Avenue, and we went to Cindy's Rooftop Bar. Now, it was a 6:45 reservations, and I will admit, thank you, Jean, for making the reservations for us, because you can't get in. We walked to Michigan Avenue, and there's this cute guy that was standing at the podium, and he was telling people or asking people, do you have a reservation? If you didn't have a reservation, then you had to go back in line, which was like a 2-hour duration, just to stand in line to get to this restaurant, the Rooftop. So once we get to the elevator, I believe it was on the 17th floor, and we get there, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, this was really fuzzy for me, because I don't remember any of this.
Right. So the rooftop opens up, and then you can see right above the Millennial Park. And when the sun sets, it's this beautiful hues of reds and yellows.
Yes. The pictures were beautiful.
Yeah, but she doesn't remember a thing.
I was like, what? We went there? What are you talking about? Did we have dessert? Did we? We
had dessert and cocktails because Angela here wanted pizza. So then we went to Lou Minotti's, and we walked there and ordered the pizza. And
I did have coffee, you said, though,
yes,
at the Rooftop Bar.
Yes.
So I was coherent enough to say, I need coffee.
Right? You were so out of it. You were so out of it. But you were a lot of fun. And I'm glad you were a good sport because you were chilling. Totally chilling.
I was totally chilling. I don't remember it being bad at all.
No. So then we ended up going to get pizza. And it's a deep dish pizza, and it was excellent.
Yeah, I remember that. That was good.
That was really good. We took a couple of videos of it as well.
But I love deep dish pizza.
Yeah, it was excellent. And then we ended up going to Buddy Guy's Legend, which is a blues bar. And Kim and I had made another video, and it was, do you like Illuminati's or Giovanni's?
I said Illuminati. Delicious. Giordano.
And that was kind of an interesting conversation
that was
with
good.
these two men that were, checking us in at the blues bar. So
by the time we had gotten
the
to
jazz
the blues,
bar.
but by the time we got into the jazz bar, as per usual on our first day of travel, we end up being tired by the end of the day because we get up so early, and like I went to bed at midnight the night before. Had to get up at 4 to get on the train, to get to the train, to go to the airplane, to travel.
Right.
So we had been going all day long. So by this time we got to the jazz bar, it was what,
9:30.
9
Yeah.
p.m. Okay, so by 9 p.m., after walking all over...
Oh, we did what? Was it 7 miles or 9 miles?
Yeah, it was about 7.5 miles
Yeah.
of walking that day.
It was a lot of walking.
I
Needless to
could
say, we
barely
got
keep,
lost.
yeah, I could barely keep my eyes open. I was so tired. I was
this time-
exhausted.
Right.
I was just like, oh my gosh.
We were in a car, we were in a train, we were in a subway, we're in an L. I'm surprised we didn't get on a bus.
Yeah. Well, we tried to take an Uber, but we pulled up the Uber app, and it was going to be 40 minutes before the Uber could pick us up on this street that had like no traffic. I don't even know what's going on.
It was really strange.
With Uber
so
in
we ended up
Chicago.
just backtracking and then following Kim, and then she got us to the right area, and we ended up on Michigan Avenues, and it was fine. But my dad and stepmom, they picked us up probably around 11 o'clock, and so we were able to listen to some music.
Yeah.
But by the time we got back to their house, we
Oh,
crashed.
crashed. Yeah.
Okay, so day number 2 was a lot of fun, but it was raining.
Oh, yeah.
So, first time I've ever gone to a Cubs game, and
Wait, was that was day 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We did okay.
And you had never been to a Cubs game.
No.
Well, if anybody knows anything about Wrigley Field, it's in a neighborhood, in the Chicago neighborhood. And it was pretty cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, it was great.
Although I think the game was delayed 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, from the rain.
And
But they don't cancel.
No, they don't cancel.
It's just, you're going to have to wait it out.
You're just going to have to wait it out because it's the end of the season. They didn't make the playoffs. And you weren't going to get your money, so you weren't going to get any kind of refund. So we proceeded, and we drove and went to Ann Sether's, which is a Swedish restaurant.
For breakfast,
We had
yeah,
breakfast.
it was really good.
It was really good.
With the sweet cinnamon rolls.
Oh my gosh, they're gigantic.
Yeah, they're so yummy too.
I know. You had an omelet, and I don't even remember what I had, but it was really good food.
Yeah.
And then we ended up we're driving to Wrigley Field. I think we were like 3 miles away from Wrigley Field that my dad had paid for like covered parking, but it was a garage. It was kind of a unique experience.
No, I think it was only like a mile. It wasn't that far.
I thought it was 3 because we had to take a bus.
Did we take a bus?
Yeah, we had to take a bus.
Oh, that's true. Yes,
Yeah,
we did. It
we
was
had to
3
take a
miles.
bus.
But
So-
that was an easy ride. That's why I thought we
it
got there
was.
so quick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had to take a bus, and then we went to Wrigley Field, and it was still raining. And and believe it or not, we have video.
Yeah. So we went inside. We actually knew we had some friends that were in Chicago too, and they were at the game. So we
It was
took
fun.
time and found them and got a picture. And the game was great, and the Cubs won. And
I know.
yeah, the Cubs won.
So, when you're at a Cubs game, you kind of make friends, and you're there that long, and it's still raining, and you're sitting there for another 2-3 hours. You seem to make friends with everybody around you, and you're high-fiving and doing all kinds of fun. But
and we had popcorn.
right?
You wanna share the
And we
popcorn?
did the
In your hat?
seventh inning stretch.
Yeah.
With the Go Cubs Go. So, believe it or not, I bought a hat.
It's really cute.
It's really cute. It'd be cute with a blue dress or a white dress for the beach. And then, of course, I had to have some Garrett popcorn. This was really good. So, yeah, everybody talks about Garrett popcorn. And you got to have popcorn at the baseball game.
So I ate all my caramel corn out of there and still had the bag of just the
cheese. Oh,
I
how
left
funny.
that with you.
Huh.
I didn't eat it together.
Well, I was wanting to eat it on the plane when we came back home, but I kind of forgot about it. So, I don't know. But that was our whole day on day 2. And then, Oh, and then right before we went to, guess what I got?
So the third day we were there, we did some podcast interviews, and we did stop by this place called Fannie Mae's. It's a really good, it's a famous
Chocolates.
chocolate place.
Yep. So the chocolates, it's called Fannie Mae, and they're from Chicago, Illinois area.
And tell them what you got in there.
And so, believe it or not, I asked the manager, I said, okay, so what do you sell the most of? And he said, pixies. And I go, what's a pixie? And he goes, a turtle. Chocolate or dark chocolate. And I was like, okay, so how do you buy a box of chocolate? And he's like, a half pound to a pound to a pound and a half. And so I'm going to open up this baby because it's pretty special. And I have to share them with my friends.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm going to have one right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I've never heard of a pixie. I've heard of a turtle. So I know. And they're so good.
Yum.
Yeah. So yeah, we did our 2 interviews. We did one that was, her name is
Gina Fight.
Gina Fight, and she is a champion pickleball.
She taught us how to play.
I know. We got on the courts, and yeah, it was pretty special. And I can't wait to show you that episode. And then the next one was Ruben.
Yeah, he's an artist. We actually met him last time we were here in Chicago. He's friends of the family, but he's an artist. He's a great artist, amazing artist, and he just opened his own gallery.
Yeah.
It's a gallery / event venue.
Lots of sculptures, lots of metal, he used to be a mechanic, so he incorporates his materials into his sculptures. So I can't wait for you to see that one as well.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I know.
And then we stopped by the chocolate place and
right, and you bought a box of chocolates, and I bought pixies, and yeah, it was a really good experience. We had a lot of fun. It was a really busy weekend.
So then we went home. Well, we ate dinner somewhere, didn't we?
Yeah, it was at an Asian restaurant. Believe it or not, we had to get more dumplings. My stepmom
did do that.
Well, first of all, we went to
that Asian
the
place was really good.
We did go to the Rainbow Thailand, and they were closed. And so then we had to go to Plan B, and it was an Asian restaurant, and we did have dumplings. So believe it or not, we had fresh dumplings at this restaurant, and it was good. The next morning we left, and we came, we got back on a...
Well, we did. We watched a movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a really good movie with Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah. Stuntman? Or what was it called?
Sorry, Ryan Gosling. Oh, my gosh.
Right.
I don't know why I got them confused.
But he was a stuntman.
Yeah, it was called The Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy.
It was really good.
It was really good. I know. And I know then after that we crashed and went to the airport the next day.
Yeah.
So
But
we
a great
going
time in
90 to
Chicago.
nothing. But anyways, so what kind of product did you bring?
So it's called This Works, which it really does. It's an evening detox cleansing water. A no-nonsense nighttime cleanser to purify and revitalize your pollution exposed to skin. And it looks like that. So this is the travel size, but it works really well. It's one of those cleansers also that really works. A lot of cleansers don't. I mean, I don't know why they call them cleansers. They're just like you put them on your face, they don't take anything off. But that one's really good.
All right, so, I love hairspray, and I like big Texas hair. And this one's called Sebastian Shaper Plus, and it's an aerosol. And it's been around for a really long time. And this is my absolutely favorite on myself, on my clients, in the salon. You can't go wrong. So, this is my product
Sebastian's
for today.
been around forever and everybody loves it.
I don't know.
All right, well, you guys know what to do. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And follow us on the other socials too. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Facebook.
We've got Spotify.
We have
got
Spotify,
websites.
yes.
We've got so many different platforms to use.
If you haven't checked them out, check them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we appreciate you watching this till the end. And we hope that you stay and watch the next episode. And we will see you next week on Haircolor Confessional.
Right.
I'm Angela.
I'm Christine.
Bye.
Bye.